Time for a coffee break, maybe. My cup's empty, bit of a hint. Anyway, much needed boost, of course, daily, but we may be getting much more or less caffeine than we hoped for at high street coffee chains. It's being reported because the consumer group Which has measured the caffeine in those drinks at 5 of the big chains, saying it found huge differences. Now, a medium cappuccino at Costa, for example, 325 milligrams of caffeine, 5 times more than Starbucks. Meanwhile, Pret, the strongest espresso and filter coffee. Well, joining us now, Aaron Torres, head of coffee, no less, at YouView Coffee Roasters. What a lovely job to have. And we can see the supplies behind you ready. Does it matter? Does the caffeine content of coffee actually matter, or is it the taste and the smell?
Well, obviously, the more caffeine it has the coffee, it's going to have like a more bitterness, is because of the caffeine itself is bitter. And obviously it depends of the varieties that we are using, because within coffee we have 2 main varieties, are Robusta and Arabica. And obviously Robusta is lower quality and it has much higher caffeine content, whereas within the Arabica variety we have like more refined coffee flavors, and it has less, obviously less caffeine content. And what happens is within the Arabica variety, we can find even some of the varieties, they have almost no caffeine at all, as the one called Laurina, that is becoming slightly more popular because of the fact that it tastes sweeter, obviously because it doesn't have as much caffeine as all the varieties.
And what about the profit margins then? Because, of course, you know, it's getting very pricey to pick up your coffee on the go, more than £3 now for a cappuccino. And we do wonder, does the coffee itself actually matter? Because so many people have a cappuccino, which is like half frothy milk.
Well, the problem that we have been facing after COVID, it has been, we had like a really bad harvest from Brazil. That is the main country that supply coffee for everyone in the world. So obviously, due to a really bad harvest, we didn't have access to as much coffee as we need for the entire world. So obviously, the prices went up so much. It increased the prices for ourselves to 40% last year. And we can see now that it's easing a little bit, but we are not reaching the prices that we had before, where me personally, I think coffee has been like quite cheap so often.